Welcome back to Halftime TV. Naranda Brown here, your host, and today we have another fantastic episode for you, the viewers and the subscribers. Before I go any further, let me say check out my sponsors, and I thank them so much. Quick Link Shipping, RS Sports Store, and CSA Shop. The link to each of these is located in the description. Now, enough. Let's get to it. Today we had the World Cup draw for Qatar 2022, and I did my expectations, I did my preview, I did my reaction really to the draw. What did I expect? Who did I expect to do well? Although I didn't go as far as to say who I expected to win it, I did give a synopsis of what to expect come the end of the year, when all the best teams across the globe and in their respective federations square off for the title of world champion. Now, this is a very special episode that I've prepared for you guys, because in this one I'll be doing the upsetters. Who will be the dark horses? Who will be the ones that have come to the World Cup to upset, to leave people in tears? Yes, someone will be disappointed naturally, because all the teams can't win it. But who will be those teams to strike the blow of disappointment to the big guns? I'll go into that and more in a few minutes. But as I said, remember, like, share, subscribe. And if you haven't done so, you can check out the playlist that we have, a number of them. We will try to ensure that the content is as consistent as possible. And for those who enjoy the English Premier League, check out RS Sports Store. They have the best clothing in sports and apparel. All right, so check out that. Getting straight to it, I won't tarry too much. We have South Korea. Now, South Korea is one of those teams that we've grown to admire throughout the years, and they're one of the teams where even if you don't have a favorite at the World Cup, you've always been reminiscent and looking at this team and thinking, wow, I want them to do well. That's just South Korea. They've been that team, everyone's second team, or even if they aren't your second team, they are your third team. And it's the same with Japan. Both of these teams, they play similar football. I find that Asian teams, oftentimes they play high energy football, and that's what we've been getting from South Korea throughout the years. We've seen their players in the English Premier League doing well, the likes of Wang Hee-chang, they call him the Bull. Wolverhampton Rovers, they signed him permanently earlier on this season because he came there on a loan from Leipzig, and he solidified his place as a top quality striker. Big striker, but he's not the main man. The main man represents Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, I'm pretty sure by now he's a household name, and I'm talking about Sung Min-young. Everyone knows him, everyone wants him in their team, and if we were to build the ideal English Premier League team today, he would no doubt be a shoo-in. He'd walk into any team, any of the top teams across England, and I'll go as far as say any of the top teams across Europe, he walks in. Story up for debate. You can agree, you can disagree, but that's my opinion. I think South Korea, they will be going to this World Cup as one of those teams to strike an upset. And I know we want our favorite players to do well, and Son is one of those players. And I think they have what it takes, and they will showcase this at the World Cup come end of year in Qatar. Now, that's enough about South Korea. Speak about Canada. Now, in my preview or in my reaction to the groups, I lamented that I expected Canada to finish bottom of the table. There are a number of reasons that contributed to this, and I think although the quality in the group that Canada was placed in is far superior, well, not far superior, but it is superior to what the Canadians bring to the fore. I think Canada does operate as a team, and should they make it on to the second round, this would be deemed an upset for the other teams, the likes of Morocco, the likes of Croatia. We expect these guys to do well. We consider them big guns. But Canada, on the other hand, isn't even considered a footballing nation. Up until now, a lot of folks only considered Canada as the team with the maple leaf on the flag, or the team with hockey, because once they think of Canada, they think of ice. So they're the hockey team, they're the team with the maple leaf. very few people take them seriously when it comes to football. And as such, I think they will go into this one as underdogs. I expect them to finish bottom of the group, don't get me wrong. But should they advance to the second round, they will be considered the ultimate upsetters, considering the quality of opponents they'll be up against in this group. Morocco, one of the top teams in the African Federation. Croatia, they were at the last World Cup final. And then we we have Belgium, and we know how that goes. So again, Canada, if they progress to the second round, this will be the ultimate upset. Moving on, third and last upsetter I have is Ghana. Ghana. Wow, every time I talk about Ghana, memories, flashbacks, all of that, they come back to me of the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, when Ghana, they were this close, seconds away from being the first African team to make it to the semi-finals of a World Cup, but one Luis Suarez had other plans. Yes, Luis Suarez. You hate him, you love him, you want him on your team. He's just that character, and a lot of folks hate him. The Africans, they hate him for the most part. I read an article earlier this week where they lamented that he's still not forgiven, and it's 12 years down the line, and it's almost as if it's still a fresh wound. And one can understand that, because ultimately he handed the ball on the line last minute, last kick of the game, penalty, the Ghanaian player missed. So again, it's just one of those things where it's a part of the sport, but that's Luis Suarez taking one for his team, and just shouldering all that hate and all that demise for the past decade plus. Going up against Uruguay, I think Ghana will have additional motivation. They will have a fire in their belly somewhat, just to ensure that they right the wrongs of 12 years ago in Johannesburg, South Africa. Luis Suarez, he will be the main culprit again. The limelight is oftentimes on him, and even if it's not on him, he's never too far away from the action. And as such, I think this will be the big one. Albeit all the other games being played in the first round of the World Cup, or in the group stages of the World Cup, this is the biggest game we should expect in the first round. We have Spain up against Germany. Yes, on paper, that is a big game. But this one is a grudge match. This one is a game that everyone will be paying attention to, because although Ghana hasn't been mind-blowing over the past few months or few years, if I'm to be honest, even in the African Cup of Nations, they were somewhat disappointing considering the quality of talent that they often produce year in, year out. I think going into this game against Uruguay, they will have extra incentive to right the wrongs. So I have Ghana as the third upsetter, and they will want to ensure that anything they do, they will want to ensure that everything they do prevents Uruguay from advancing to the second round. They want to avenge the loss of 12 years ago in Johannesburg, and this is the ideal opportunity to do so. Again, thanks for tuning in to Halftime TV. Noranda Brown here saying, remember, like, share, subscribe. And if you have any comments whatsoever, leave it in the comment section. Until next time, peace out.